Hello everyone, I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to Fallout 76 and Steel Rain. Alright, I guess let's go report our findings. We still haven't gotten the Hellcat power armor. That's strange.
We're receiving reports of people going missing all over Appalachia.
I have been fully compliant with your questioning. Threats are not required.
With everything you've done, you're lucky I'm only threatening you right now.
Please, this argument is getting us nowhere.
Alright, I guess I'll talk to Romani.
Initiate, you've come at the right time. We've been talking to Dr. Blackburn and going over Scribe Valdez's report on what you found in Vault 96.
This smug monster is practically bragging about torture and unleashing horrors on the world. And Romani is treating him with kid gloves.
I am not bragging. What I have done was necessary. I take no pride in those terrible acts. I will have to live with the shame of them forever. That weight does not, however, diminish that the ends were worth the means.
Diminish, huh?
You will learn that soon enough. My colleagues will see that our creation, a vast improvement on the FEV, is distributed shortly.
Do you see the arrogance, the self-justification? We should end him and be done with it.
There's something to be said for due process.
And what jury wouldn't find this man guilty? You saw what he did with your own eyes.
Preventing Dr. Blackburn's associates from taking this horror any further must be our priority. And we may need the doctor to convince them.
Look at this smile. Where are these associates?
My colleagues have a laboratory hidden beneath the headquarters of my former employer, West Tech.
Oh.
We intend to correct the FEV's mistakes at their birthplace. Poetically appropriate, would you not agree?
Sounds like West Tech is where we need to go.
Yes. If the doctor's associates are preparing to distribute the virus, we have to put our emotions aside here and get to them before they can. Blackburn's punishment, whatever its form, can wait until Appalachia is safe. Head to West Tech. Find and secure the entrance to this lab, and we'll follow behind.
I don't like this, Romani. We should be done with him here and now and level this laboratory. This is just like what Elder Maxim faced at Mariposa. Or have you forgotten?
Elder Maxon came to regret acting rashly there. Or have you forgotten?
If they've already begun producing the virus, blowing up the place could just help spread it. We'll need to be a bit more delicate than that.
Very well. If Blackburn is coming with us, I will be watching him. Perhaps he can provide leverage against his fellow lunatics.
If I can prevent further loss of life, I will.
Then it's decided. Initiate, head for West Tech. We've no time to lose. See you there.
Okay. Which free range was that?
Learning.
Oh, it's
protection.
the easy one.
I have everything I need here.
I gotta do the easy one. It's too easy not to. Well, that was a huge waste of time. It was going fine until one of them just decided to stop moving. And I sat there for 10 minutes, and it still decided to not move. That was a bust, and it was going so well, too. Well, here's a place I know well. How many times I've been here. Wait, someone was legendary. Was it you? No. I swear I saw a legendary name pop up. Ah, it's you. Can you come here? Who else? Oh man, I'm not angry, I'm just annoyed. Honestly, with this game, if it's not one bug, it's another. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. I should have known better. 8 easy cores. Did they change the inside of West Tech? Oh, excuse me. This wasn't here before. Do you mind? Oh, these super mutants are good experience. It would be interesting if he's making a different kind of super mutant and they had like a civil war with the current type of super mutant.
I'm hurt.
Oh, you're not dead? Alright. FEV production facility. Oh, good. Defeat the mercenaries. Can do. I need something to take out my frustration. Wait, what? What is this door? Oh, this is the door for here.
Appalachia warning, Hellcat.
Oh yeah, you're dead.
It's not over yet.
Ooh.
There you are. I'm hit.
Oh, that guy's gonna regenerate all his health. Or not?
Cover! I'm hit. You can't kill us all.
But I did. Ooh, Overeater's regular armor. That's not bad. I mean, the thing is, unyielding is still the best.
Still where we can see you, Doctor.
The best build
No need
for
that tone.
non-power
I
armor.
have not run away thus far, have I?
Enough, Shin. Let's catch up with our vanguard.
Even as much as I don't like low health builds, there's no question unyielding is the top one. Oh. Folks, don't tell you guys better not bug out too.
Everything under control, Initiate.
There were some Hellcat mercenaries guarding the place. They weren't interested in talking.
The Hellcats were likely here to protect Blackburn's associates from the super mutants above.
Should we expect any further resistance?
I am not aware of the details of the defensive measures my colleagues may have taken. I would not, however, expect them to tolerate trespassers.
We should keep moving.
As you wish. I am your prisoner, after all. I have little choice in the matter.
How do we know you're not leading us into a
A
trap?
trap I conceived, prepared, and executed entirely while in your custody? You give me too much credit. Certainly.
He is
Let's
definitely
move
up to
out.
something.
Eyes open.
I'm still betting he's gonna be the big scary ultrasight behemoth thing from the cover. Or maybe he's just making that. Oh, hello.
Edgar. Edgar, who are these people? What happened to the guards?
The guards are dead, Dr. Farha. This is the Brotherhood of Steel. I have been their guest since they discovered our project. Regrettably, they object to what we are doing.
We will not be intimidated. This facility is secured. You can't get to us. We will finish our work.
You can't possibly release the FEV on the population again. You know what it did last time.
This isn't the Huntersville strain. Dr. Blackburn has purified the virus of its considerable defects.
We've made something wonderful out of something horrible. We're helping people this time.
But you haven't tested it. How can you know?
We've run the simulations. All three of us triple-checked the models and compared to prior experimental data.
We're confident in the formulation.
You know what they say. Human testing is the best testing. A large-scale release will provide a representative sample. Science needs vision, like Dr. Blackburn's, like ours. Let's not let testing hold us back.
Oh, so we're all crazy. Got it. So you're just going to repeat Huntersville all over again?
Of course not. What West Tech did was a terrible mistake. An affront to science. They didn't care who they hurt. And they did it just to see what happened. We're trying to help people. This will make people safe again.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Jane is enthusiastic, but it's true. We are not doing this just to satisfy our curiosity.
We're advancing science itself. The cost doesn't matter. No offense to Dr. Jane, but West Tech wasn't doing science. They were only burning ants with a magnifying glass by comparison.
Have you actually had any successes?
Well, no. Not as such, but...
Of course we have. Experimentation has identified the key flaws in the original strain. Iterative testing has pinpointed the defective genetic sequences, and we've corrected them in each case.
You admit it's untested and you have no successful trials. You know you can't release it.
Well, sure. It might seem hasty, but...
Don't be such a pushover, Janie.
No, wait. I've also had my doubts. Perhaps we should discuss this after all.
I can see you're troubled. You know what you're doing isn't right. Let's talk through this. We can come to an agreement.
I want to avoid violence. But that's always on the table, as long as you hold Dr. Blackburn hostage. Let him go. Please, let him go, or we will cut off this negotiation and proceed with our plans.
I am afraid you will have to give in on this one. If you truly want to stop our distribution process, I advise you to listen to the doctor's entreaties.
Is this some kind of joke?
It is no joke at all. Allow me to explain. My colleagues could not stop production if they tried. It requires a code. I am the only one who knows the code. I set this plan in motion, and I am the only one who can stop it.
Yeah, but you don't want to.
Is this true?
Edgar.
You will have to forgive Dr. Farha. She did not know. I added this functionality to our distribution program. As insurance, you might say.
Boy, that's handy, huh?
So there you have it. I am willing to help you in exchange for sparing my colleagues' lives. But you will have to let me in there with them.
Yeah, this won't go badly. Why help us now? You said any price was worth
Perhaps
a go.
in the end, I am more willing to sacrifice the lives of strangers than friends and colleagues. I do not wish them to be harmed. My hypocrisy in this is only
Oh my god, he's so full of shit. Like, they're not even trying. Alright.
I assure you, I have only a peaceful resolution in mind.
We cannot seriously be considering this.
I don't like it either. But what other option do we have? If we do nothing, the outcome will be just as catastrophic.
Dr. Farha, please permit me inside as a sign of good faith from the Brotherhood. I am certain we can negotiate a peaceful resolution and perhaps preserve our work at the same time.
All right. I'm registering you for the security grid. Just you.
With your leave?
Don't make this worse.
This is a mistake.
I agree. Especially because this is called the Catalyst.
Now that that is over with, Nellie, prep the test chamber. They want proof of our success. I will give it to them myself.
Edgar, wait!
You were trying it. That was the deal,
I'm
Blackburn.
sorry, but this must happen. You will see, and then there will be no more debate.
Edgar, please. Let's talk about this.
You've signed your death warrant, Blackburn.
I will test the sample on myself and be proof of our achievement. Anything you do to me after does not matter. I'm going in. Ready the tag.
We should have executed him when we had the chance.
Now is not the time. We've got to find a way in quickly. There's no time to waste.
Oh. Oh.
FEV flow ready, Doctor.
This looks like a battle arena.
Initiate procedure. Code Ascension.
Initiating.
Please. All of you, this isn't right!
What's this? No. What's happening? This can't be. The figures were correct.
No! You cannot defeat me!
He's not a behemoth. He's some other kind of, like, he has different animations. No, he is a behemoth. He just has new animations.
Kill you! No! You cannot defeat me!
Oh, he's gross. Oh, I thought he was gonna be green. I don't know. There's a lot of glass in him.
I will kill you! No! I'm so close.
Oh, I guess I'll help my... Oh, and his glasses. How nice. Oh, that's a... Well, it's not big and green, but it's still big and unpleasant.
The need for our justice.
The scientists are still locked upstairs. Let's hear what they have to say for themselves.
Edgar, I should have known. I did know. We weren't ready. I owe you an apology. Our work was a failure. Any good it might have done was a mirage. I knew it in my heart, but didn't listen. As a token of goodwill, I have used Edgar's code to stop production. We will not distribute the virus. I will make sure of that. But I will not simply let you in. There may be little I can do to stop you, but I will defend my colleagues in what little way I can.
After what we just did to that mutant, you're sure you don't want to cooperate?
I must admit that I am powerless before you. If our cooperation can sway you to avoid more violence, then I will let you through. The way is open. We await your judgment.
Shin?
You really think they've stopped production? This whole sob story sounds like a trap.
We can verify that once the area is secure and send for Scribe Valdez to double check. Until then, stay on your guard.
Nice hat.
You've arrived. Please, hear me out. We are scientists. Our work is all we have to give to this broken world. We had truly hoped to give humanity a better way to fight back.
Why don't they get pants?
Against the radiation, the mutants, the decay of civilization. We failed. But this doesn't have to be the end. There is so much good that we can still do. Please, spare us your wrath.
Why does it sound like you're giving up? We weren't that far off, just a tweak here or there.
If I may interrupt, I agree with everything Dr. Farha has to say. Despite how it looks, we are not evil people. We wish only to better humankind. Knowing that, what are your intentions with us?
We're still deciding what to do with you.
I hope that's not a threat.
The Brotherhood exists to keep humanity safe. And your work endangered everyone in Appalachia. If that failed virus had gotten out, countless people could have died. We can't allow you to continue experimenting.
Wait, Shin. It's clear that we can't just let them go. But their knowledge could be valuable to the Brotherhood and the people of Appalachia. Blackburn was the ringleader, but he's gone. We know nothing about the others, and of all people, you and I shouldn't fault anyone for trying to make a difference.
I can. And I will.
Is this still about back then? You can't forgive yourself for your own mistakes, so you refuse to forgive others too. When will you put that behind you?
This has nothing to do with that. There will be no more experiments. And they're too dangerous to keep prisoner.
Wait, you're really going to kill us?
Hold on. We're not killing anybody. We will bring them back to Fort Atlas and have Scribe Valdez monitor their work.
Have you lost your mind?
Think about it. This is exactly why the Brotherhood exists, to safeguard technology. I hate to admit it, but the Elders are right on this. We can't let them go, but we can't destroy what knowledge they have either.
A wise compromise. I'm willing to cooperate. You, the angry one. Consider the fact that universities are no longer operating. In a generation or two, there will be few, if any, people left in the world with a formal education.
How many dozens have you killed? Do you really think your life is worth more than theirs because of your education? We don't need your knowledge if you're deranged enough to resort to human experimentation.
Please, stop this. Let us stop for a moment and talk to each other. There's still much that we haven't told you about our work. And we know little about your Brotherhood. Perhaps we can find out more where our perspectives overlap.
Yes. Maybe some discussion will cool Shin's head. I have no desire for this to come to blows.
Very well. You haven't said anything yet. Surely you have an opinion on this matter.
Ooh. There may be value letting you work with the Brotherhood.
Scribe Valdez was appalled to find out that people were being turned into super mutants. You'd really like to burden her with supervising the sociopaths who were behind it?
Don't be so quick to jump to conclusions. As Dr. Jane said, there is more to our story, if you'd be willing to hear it. Let's pause and open the floor for conversation.
Are we really just having a debate
Make
at the end of
quick,
this quest?
Shouldn't take long to see through their lies.
Okay.
I urge you to reconsider. This was never meant to come to violence.
Do you not consider kidnapping and human experimentation to be violence?
I never intended to hurt anyone. Dr. Blackburn was in charge of procurement. He told us they were volunteers. It was only later that... But by then... Please understand, we were so close. It could have ended any day. And everything we did was for the greater good. We must carry forward what we learned, or all that sacrifice will have been for nothing.
It was for nothing. What do you intend to work on if we let you live?
Dr. Farha may disagree, but I'd like to finish the FEV formula. We can implement new safety measures. Animal experiments only. Thorough waste disposal.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
We were so close to improving the human race as we know it. The world has changed, my friend. How are we to survive if we don't change with it?
Tell me more about your colleagues.
They are good people. Dr. Farah is quite strict, but it's because she cares. About Nellie particularly. The girl is unorthodox, but you can't fault her for it. We're all born differently into this world. And about Dr. Blackburn, well, the world has lost a visionary intellect. It's a shame. A tragedy.
That's all for now.
Please don't let this work go to waste.
What questions do you have for me? Or has your party made a decision?
What do you plan on working on?
We could focus the idea of human evolution into a more targeted formula. Say, a formula to increase muscle bulk or to repel radiation. In fact, I hear serums of that sort may already be circulating among the survivors of the region. I'd like to study what they have created and improve upon it.
I know how to make many of those. What are your thoughts on the FEV experiment?
It went too far. And quite frankly, I regret bringing the others onto this project. By the time I figured out that Dr. Blackburn was experimenting on humans, Nellie and Dr. Jane had already become passionate about the project. I was unable to convince them to pull back. I stayed in the hopes that my objections could save even one innocent person from being experimented on.
I'm surprised to hear you weren't on board with the human experimentation. You didn't mention that earlier.
There was no one interested in listening.
I had to talk your superiors down first. The Brotherhood are a passionate sort, aren't they?
Look who's talking. How do you know the other scientists?
Dr. Blackburn and Dr. Jane were my college associates. They didn't know each other at the time. I met Nellie when she broke through my window to search for scraps, as wasteland survivors do. She was more interested in my research notes than my leftovers, so I took her in. Taught her what I know.
Huh.
I'm responsible for the actions of my associates. I ask that you have mercy on them, if not me.
Nellie Wright.
I heard when the Brotherhood breaks down your door, they say, "Add victory. Hand over your arms." Is that true?
It's a head Victorian civilian interview.
Oh, wow. That's scary. You really made my heart skip a beat. I don't have any arms. Well, unless you mean human arms, because I've got 2 of those, but they're mine. You can't have them.
Okay. Tell me about the FEV.
Wrong. It's all wrong. We ran the models, but the models were wrong. I know exactly where to change the ratios to make this work. I can make it work. We just need one more chance. Don't run from science. Let us do this. Let us change the world.
She has quite a scowl. It's about all those people you turn into super mutants.
What about them?
You don't feel bad?
Is that any worse than being human? As Dr. Jane says, all life is sacred. You'd probably gun them down regardless, right?
People have no choice in the matter. You kidnap them.
To improve the human race. If I was kidnapped for our experiments, I wouldn't mind. Most kidnappers do much worse.
I think you're a sociopath.
Oh, are you a licensed medical professional? Even if you are, it's pretty rude to make sudden, unwarranted diagnoses of people you just met.
Something else.
Okay, I guess.
What do you think of your colleagues?
Janie and Farah? Well, I don't think anybody liked me before Farah, so I'm glad we're together. Janie worries too much. He's always asking, are we doing the right thing? Is this gonna work? You don't know until you try. Edgar was the most fun of all. Too bad he miscalculated.
I don't have any more questions.
You're not really gonna kill us, are you? I'm awfully young to die. You can fit a lot of experiments into 60 more years.
Okay.
We need to come to an agreement. I won't stand for impulsive violence.
What are you proposing we do?
The scientists are to return to Fort Atlas with us and work alongside Scribe Valdez on a new project that we all agree upon. These are smart people. They just need to be pointed in the right direction. They could still do a lot for humanity.
You don't think...
Their methods were cruel and wrong. But no one is beyond forgiveness. What matters is what they do from today onward. Let's give them a chance to make things right.
What if Knight Shin won't agree?
Then we must stand up for what we believe. We will not allow Shin to create a hateful brotherhood which passes judgment as it sees fit. This is human life we're talking about. Haven't enough died already?
You're right. We should solve
I'm glad to hear
violence.
you say that. Unfortunately, I'm afraid it may be a breaking point for Shin. Once he realizes his authority isn't respected, I suspect he'll run back to the Elders with his tail between his legs. This chapter of the Brotherhood will become what it should be, with or without Shin.
Okay.
I hope you can see what we need to do here. What we need to do for the Brotherhood.
Hey, Groucho.
Those who commit crimes against humanity must be punished. It wouldn't be right to let them run free. Not to the people they killed, and not to the people they could kill in the future. The Brotherhood of Steel must protect the future of Appalachia, and of the world.
You really won't accept any option besides execution?
I don't see what other option there is. As I stated before, they're too dangerous to hold prisoner, so we either ignore the danger, or eradicate it.
Don't you think you're being a little dogmatic?
Whether I'm being dogmatic or not is irrelevant. My goal is to find a solution to a threat, and I don't see you offering any other suggestions.
What if you can't get Paladin Romani to... oh, this one. Earlier, Paladin Romani mentioned you made a mistake. What was that about?
That is none of your concern.
How long do you intend to sweep it under the rug like nothing happened? You're torturing yourself, Shin, and they deserve to know.
Maybe so. But this is neither the time nor the place for this discussion.
Shin, you owe it to yourself to admit that you made a mistake. Stop crumbling under the guilt and just accept it.
For those I failed then, and those I failed since, for them, I have to do better. The raiders on the expedition route, Romani decided we would stay and fight them. But giving the order to distribute the weapons to the settlers there, it was my idea.
Oh.
I wanted to give them a chance. But I got them killed instead.
Don't you think it was the most compassionate thing you could have done?
The outcome is more important than the intent. What I learned from that mistake was not to let my feelings blind me. Some things are a lost cause. Some chances are too dangerous to take. As much as we may want to believe otherwise.
Alright.
Then I hope you'll also take away the same lesson that I did.
What if you can't get Paladin and Romani to agree?
It hasn't been a matter of if for some time now. Only a matter of when. I'm fully prepared to uphold the integrity of the Brotherhood in whatever way Romani makes necessary.
Okay.
This is bigger than all of us. I hope you understand.
Hey, you have no ammo in your gun. I just noticed. You need a fusion cell there, buddy.
What questions do you have?
Alright, decision.
And what has your organization decided?
Come to Fort Atlas.
That's a relief. I assure you that you'll have our cooperation.
So that's it then. You and Romani would repeat the mistakes of the past and use these criminals to build more weapons of destruction. To send the world further down the path of chaos for your own gain. All while wearing the Brotherhood insignia on your chest.
I'm not.
The Brotherhood's mission has always been to use the power of science to guide us to a better world. Rather than murder great minds, we will shape them into people who will serve that mission. And we will do it without barbarians like you.
On that point, we agree. I refuse to serve an illegitimate branch of a principled institution. The elders need to know about our failures. All of them. It will be my honor to give that report in person.
Oh, I could... You don't have to do this.
I'm the only one with any sense of duty around here. It's a shame that I couldn't bring you around to seeing its value.
It's easy to follow an arbitrary set of rules, Shin. I'd rather make my own decisions and learn from them if I have to.
We are grateful. The
Bye.
work we do next could still change the world.
You go on ahead. I'll bring the scientists back to Fort Atlas, then we can discuss everything that's happened.
Bye, Shin. Is that really it? He's just gone? Okay. That's kind of a flat note. I mean, it's better than having a fight with him, but still, it's just like... This NPC is no longer useful. He will be removed from the game. Like, he didn't give so much as a sentence before leaving. Alright, well. As you were. I guess this is the end of it. Oh, right, we did fight Blackburn. That was a thing. I'm still surprised he wasn't green. There was a whole big focus on the... Oh, the rousing speech at the end.
Friends, initiates, faces new and old. It's good to see you today. I am proud to announce that the mutant threat has been cornered and removed. But it came with an unfortunate consequence. I'm sure you all know that relations between Shin and I have been strained for some time now. I'm afraid my leaving out his title is no mistake. Shin and his followers have decided to part ways with the Appalachian Brotherhood. I had every wish to work together with Shin on my mission,
typo.
and still do. But he is no longer open to discussion. His loyalty to the Elders is unshakable. He would rescind his oath before besmirching the Brotherhood's name. Should he ever open his mind, I will be ready to listen.
Oh, there's a scientist.
Now I have one more announcement to make. I'd like to recognize a particular initiate's exceptional contributions to our chapter. In most cases, this recognition would take the form of a standard rank increase. However, being a knight is a dedicated responsibility, and it's become quite clear to me that this initiate has obligations beyond just the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh.
I won't take you away from Appalachia. As such, I'm granting you the unique title of Knight Errant. Why don't you come stand between Scribe Valdez and I, so I may officially confer your title?
Okay. Everyone synchronized cheers.
For exceptional contributions to the Appalachian Brotherhood of Steel, I hereby name you Knight Errant. You may split your time with the Brotherhood as you see fit. We are forever grateful for what you've done for us. Now, everyone, feel free to take a short break before your next assignment. You've earned it.
No, I guess I can chat with everyone.
So, Night Shin is gone. I can't believe it.
Can't you, though?
I wanted to be optimistic about their conflict, right up until the end. But the more I think about it, the more I feel like maybe this was inevitable. If only there was more I could have done. Well, both of them would die for their beliefs. At least this way, they can pursue those beliefs separately, rather than killing each other over them.
That's weird. It's unfortunate.
It is. But at least you and I are still here. Through everything, we made it. That's something we can be grateful for. So don't be a stranger. You have the freedom to go anywhere. But remember, you're a part of our Brotherhood now. You'll always have a home here.
What do you do now?
I'm going to keep doing my job. With one officer down, there's going to be a lot of slack to pick up. There's still a lot more I'd like to see out there, but right now, I need to support the Brotherhood.
How do you think the Brotherhood will fare?
Things are gonna get a lot looser around here. Paladin Romani never believed in strict regulations. She's going to focus on recruitment and outreach. Well, if you can find the time.
Thanks for everything you've done.
Don't mention it. As the resident scribe, it's my job to keep things functioning around here.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Thanks again for convincing me to head over.
Okay, so he doesn't have anything else to say. That's fine. Houston!
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. What are we gonna do? Who's gonna handle everything? Who's gonna lead the recruits? What am I gonna do? Oh gosh.
Deep breaths, Houston. Deep breaths.
Okay, I think I'm alright. I don't do well with really big changes.
Clearly.
I think I need some time to process this. I'm gonna sit down.
Okay, good talk. Hey, Dorsey.
Congratulations
Did that
on your promotion,
really
Aaron.
just happen? I knew things between the higher-ups were shaky, but I didn't think one of them would actually leave, especially Night Shin. I mean, it seemed like the Brotherhood was everything to him. Well, I guess things are going to change a bit around here.
It's for the better.
It has been an honor to serve.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. Look forward to it, even. Whatever reorganization we need to do, I'm sure it'll shake out into something even better than what we've got right now. Paladin Romani is the leader I want to follow. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. See you around, Knight Errant.
We owe this victory to you, Knight Errant.
I guess that's it. That's no one else really wants to talk about anything.
So, Knight Errant, how does your new title feel?
Like a freshly polished pair of shoes. Exquisite.
You deserve it. Don't let the wasteland tell you otherwise.
What's gonna happen to the Brotherhood?
Now, we can start making the Brotherhood the benevolent organization I always wanted it to be. Our focus has to be helping the people of Appalachia, reaching out a hand and making them feel safe. This is a new dawn.
No, Steel Dawn was the
proud
other
that you were a
group
part
of
of
quests. How are you feeling about everything?
I'm disappointed Shin would turn his back on us, but it's certainly better than the alternative. There were times I truly wondered what I would do if it came to it. If Shin pointed his gun at me, I know what I would do. So I'm grateful he didn't make me do it.
Well, my business at Fort Atlas is done for now. I'm heading out.
Don't be a stranger. There will always be a place for you at Fort Atlas. Ad Victoriam.
Oh. Oh, I just learned the Hellcat stuff. It's not even plans you get. You just immediately unlock them.
Knight Errant. It's been an honor to serve with you.
Oh, and they give me a full set of the stuff. Oh. Okay.
Congratulations on your promotion, Knight Errant.
Ooh, it's so scary looking.
We owe this victory to you, Knight Errant.
Knight Errant.
Too bad there's no skins for it, though.
We owe this victory to you.
I'm sure there will be down the road, but... It's... I don't know. It's cool looking armor, I guess. Well, that's it for Steel Rain. That was interesting. I guess that's the Year 3 story add-on. I wonder if they're... I wonder how long this... I wonder what kind of legs this game has. How long it'll last. They need to crank out content a little more frequently than what they did this year. But again, with everything that happened this year, I don't really blame them. I don't know. I know there's aliens towards the end of this year. They're doing some kind of weird little event. Or weekly thing. Who knows? But either way, that's it for now. So thanks for joining me. Come back. All the next stuff up real soon. But until then, bye.